guys, welcome back to the FabuPRO YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing a Q&A. We did ask the girls in the FabuPRO Facebook group about, asking us a couple questions, and they did. So we are going to read a couple of those questions and answer them here as best as we can. Question number 1 is from Katie Hongslow. How to start your own business with lashes, for example, insurance, waivers, ordering, setup, taxes, pricing, bookkeeping, etc. A lot of these questions we did answer in the business topic, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. The waivers and business, it really is based off of your state, so I would check with a lawyer with waivers. We do have a waiver linked somewhere in the FabuPRO Facebook group, and we are going to leave the link to the Facebook group on the description box down below, so you can check that out. Prices and things like that, it's also based off wherever you're at. Look at other people's work, and based off your skill, then you can choose the prices. The next question is by Sarah Flara D. I think I said that right, but I'm not really sure. Tips for isolating, especially those tiny little ones that try to cling to other lashes. The tips for isolating, I would say try mini curved. That really helped me. Once I tried mini curved, I could not go back to any other isolating tweezer because I absolutely love that tweezer. It helps. It just has a hook, so when it separates the that was a really bad explanation. So when it separates the lashes, it's holding them. Does that make sense? It's holding them. You know what? How about we just put a video in here somewhere where it's isolating the lashes? I love these tweezers because it just kind of holds the natural lashes apart. They're just very gentle to work with, especially for the inner corners. Dealing with the lashes that go in a totally different direction than another. With those lashes, it's honestly best to follow the natural growth of that lash. Don't try to fix the lash. If the lash is literally going this way, just put the extension right on top of it, going in that same direction. Don't try to put the natural lash in a different direction, because it's not gonna last very long, and honestly there's not much you can do rather than just add the extension on there. Lavanya Haywood. We thought this name was really sexy. That's a very pretty name.
That's a sexy name.
That sounds very
My name is Lavanya.
That's a really pretty name. I love that. Okay, Lavanya Haywood. I would like an in-depth explanation of forms and waivers you suggest for a lash business. As I said earlier, we did answer this in the business topic, and we also do have a waiver in the FabuPRO online group. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, the link is going to be in the description box below. Just a little bit of more information on the waiver. The basics that we have on the waiver is giving us permission to work on their eye if they have any allergic reactions. It is not really up to us. It is their responsibility if they want to take that risk. The eye is a very gentle area, so you want to make sure that your guest knows that you are doing the best job that you possibly can. But if something goes wrong, it's really not up to you. They chose to, get the service done, and if they're allergic to something that the glue has or anything in particular, then you really don't have any control over that, and you want to make sure that you are protecting yourself from anything like that. Make sure that you speak to a lawyer before you have this waiver, just because each state has different regulations, and you want to make sure that you are following those guidelines. Next question. This question is from Patricia I'm not really sure if I said that right, but I'm pretty sure I got the name right. Patricia. How to deal with missing lashes. If someone had gaps in their natural lashes, what can you do? When you're dealing with people who have gaps, whether it's someone with trichotillomania or someone who just has gaps from using strip lashes, or somebody that uses a curler, there's nothing you can do to fill in those gaps. I just recently made a video on a guest that had gaps from wearing strip lashes, and every time that she would put strip lashes on, it would pull a couple of her very own. I have an itch right here. She would pull off the lashes, some of them would come off with the strips, and honestly, when I got to doing her lashes, what I did was put 3Ds closest to that gap to try to fill in that gap. But honestly, let's just say that these are the natural lashes and this here at the center is the gap. There's no hairs to be able to attach any extensions. We do not, and I repeat, we do not attach any extensions to the skin of the guest. That is prohibited. We do not allow that. That can cause really bad allergic reactions, really bad irritations to the skin, so it is just best to leave them alone. The only thing you can really do is wait for them to grow back, and I promise you that they will grow back unless there was permanent damage done to the lid. I'm gonna add a clip of a before and after 9 weeks. This was the growth of one of our guests. Next question is Naz Owen. How do you get the different fullness of each look? Like volume, classic. I've noticed some classics look very thin and others look a little fuller. Why? How? Okay, a classic set is one extension to one natural lash. There are extensions that are 0.07, 0.05, 0.10, 0.12, 0.15, 0.18, 0.20, 0.25. Now, 0.20 and 25 I do not recommend at all. They are very thick and would look just a little too much. I mean, if that's what your guest wants, go ahead and give it to them. But in my opinion, I wouldn't go with anything thicker than 0.20 unless it's requested. That is how they may look a little fuller. Another reason why they may look fuller is because that guest may have more natural lashes than a different guest. One guest may have 90 lashes per eye. The other guest may have 180 per eye. So it really just depends. The same thing goes for volumes. There's volumes that are 0.07, 0.10, 0.12, and it really just depends on the amount of lashes that the guest has. You can use 5Ds, you can use 3Ds, and what 3Ds and 5Ds are is 3 extensions, they're like one fan, so they'd be literally like this. And then there's a 5D, which is 5 single individuals in one fan. That's just how you make them look different. A hybrid is a individual and a 3D fan, a 5D fan, or whatever fan you choose to use, but it's just a pattern. 1D, 3D, 1D, 3D. Danny Flores. How to do bridging and how to do a set on a very short, difficult lashes. What is bridging? We're gonna check what bridging is on Google. So now that I know what bridging is, I don't recommend it. I mean, just think about it this way. You have one extension already on the natural lash. If you have another extension which is much larger and much thicker and has more fans, this is gonna become uncomfortable at one point and it just might be like flipping around. I personally like to wait for the guest to grow those lashes back in that gap. That is my personal opinion. I respect anyone else's opinion on what to do with those gaps, but personally that is what I like to do. So I'm glad that we answered your questions. I just hope that I answered them in a way you understood it. Just let us know what you guys think about the videos and what you would like to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification button so that you guys are always notified when we post another video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so that you guys are notified whenever we post another video.